Modern Mountain Man here. We got a few little springtime greens in the garden we're going to pick today. Me and my daughter Chickadee are about to show you what it's about. Hey there, little Chickadee. What we got going on in the garden over here?
Curly kale.
What's that in the back?
Broccoli.
What about these tall, crazy ones right here?
Collards.
These collards, they survived the winter, didn't they?
Yep.
So you got some big fat leafy ones there, and some ones got some little narrow leaves. What are these little bud things right here for?
They're flowers, and the plants think well, if they all grow, if they all turn into flowers, then the plants will think they're all done with their job.
Yeah. So we got to pinch those buds off, don't we?
Yep.
So let's pick some of these greens. And look, we're all done. So one of the first things you want to do when you bring the greens inside is put them in some cold water and just kind of move them around. So try it out there, Chickadee. Move them around, shake the dirt loose. If you see any of these when you're cleaning there that look like they got big veins, pull it out, throw it over on the other side.
Okay.
All right, Chickadee, you peeled some garlic for me. Can you hand those to me so I can be the chopper? Alright, so now we got that little pile of garlic right there. I'm going to move this over to the side. And here's what we're going to do. We need a red onion. It's one of my favorite kinds. What we're going to do is we're going to use half an onion in this recipe. So cut it right there. Leave the weird shaped end for Mom. And you and I will make this nice smooth around. We'll cut that little part off.
I like that part. Can I eat it?
Let me show you a cool trick to skin it. You just get it going like that.
I like to eat this.
Just pull that ring off right there. It's just a quick skin job right there. Now that we've got our onions and garlic chopped up, throw some ham in there. Now, if you've never had country ham before, then the only kind of ham that you've had is the kind of ham that is pretending to be this. This was raised on my father's farm, smoked in his smokehouse. One of the ways you know the ham is legit is this rind on the outside right here. But we're going to skin that loose and then cube this up. So this little rind right here, this little piece of rind right here, they're not good for much other than a nice little treat for the dog. Can you give that to Tilly?
Sure.
Give her that big piece.
Just take it.
All right, we've got the ham chipped up, we've got the onions and the garlic. What we're gonna do now, Chickadee, is this. I'm gonna go over to our pot, we're gonna heat it up with a little bit of oil. We're gonna throw the ham in there first and render that down. Then after that, we'll throw the garlic and the onions in there and a little bit of red pepper flake. Then after that, we can add the greens. All right, first let's add the ham. You wanna scoop it in there for me?
Sure.
Now we're gonna add all the garlic and the onions to it. Also, while we're in this part, we'll add some red pepper flake to it. A little extra oil. It's starting to dry up on us a little bit. This recipe you want lots of oil for, because you're going to use the hot oil to wilt the greens down. Starting to get some color to the onions and cooking down real good. So now what we're going to do is on all this hot oil and veggies and ham and such, we'll throw our greens in there, and what we're going to do is let the hot oil completely wilt these greens.
Sounds so bubbly. And the onions are getting pink, so it's really cool. Pink is actually my favorite color.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because it's Anna's favorite color and Anna's my best friend in the whole wide world.
Alright, so what we're going to do is let it sit on the hot oil for a little bit, and get it in there, flip it. And it'll wilt down to the point where it's like, looks like about half of what you put in there. After it wilts down, you're going to want to put broth in there, as well as water. You're going to go about half and half. For this amount of greens, you'd only use about a half a cup each. You know, a bigger pot, you'd use about a cup each, but you cook that down until it's about gone.
I know it sounds quieter, guys.
What we'll do though, is we'll turn the heat up a little bit. We'll bring all that broth to a boil, and then once it gets to a boil, we'll cut it back to a simmer and let it ride for about 40 minutes. All right, looks like it's boiling now. So what we're gonna do, return the lid, cut it down to about medium low. We'll set our timer for 40 minutes and we'll be back. All right, so for the process of time, it's cooked down about 40 minutes in. So I want to show you something real quick, Chickadee. Look in here. You see how it's got all that liquid right there? What we're gonna do now is spread it back around like that. I'm gonna turn it up to about medium to high. And we're gonna take about 10 minutes or so, and we're gonna boil all that water off there until it's like barely any liquid left. Okay?
Okay.
Sound like a plan?
Yep.
Let's do it. All right, Chickadee, check this out. See how there's barely any juice left on here?
Yep.
That means it's ready for us to take off of the oven and bring it back over there to the counter and add some secret ingredients. All right, well, the first two things we're going to put in here are relatively normal green recipe type things. We're going to put a little dab of oil in there. I don't like to measure. A little dab of it. A little salt. Shake it on there. All right, so you ready to learn about the secret ingredient? All right, here's the secret ingredient. A lot of people don't do this, but it'll change the way you eat greens. Put some lemon in it. So here's a quarter of a lemon for the amount of greens that we're doing here. That's about all we need. Pretty neat, huh? Squeeze that. Well, Chickadee, I'm really excited about these greens. We've stirred in all of the salt and oil and lemon juice. Let's get a little close up here. Isn't that beautiful with all that, just the dark green? You see like the whites popping off of the garlic and the pink of the lemons and the dark red, a dark pink, almost red of the ham. It looks good, but you know what else? It's gonna taste good, isn't it? All right.
It's way better than how it looks.
Oh yeah. When we cook things, it's always gonna taste good, right?
Yep.
All right, Chickadee, you ready to sample the product?
Yes, sir. With that lemon and the ham, it tastes really good.
Oh yeah, I think so. Let me get a little action in here.
It tastes so good.
That is really good. Here, yeah. Oh, that's a big one. We'll be some here.
Way better with the ham.
Mm-hmm.
Whether we know you or not, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.